And here is the news.
Get back to Metropolis, Kent. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Haydenfilms Minutes. I am your host, Alec Barber. And before we get into the news today, I just want to tell you about all our awesome content here on the Haydenfilms channel that you can check out and keep up with if you subscribe with the subscribe button down below, and be sure to like this video as well. And if you'd like to check out previous episodes of the Haydenfilms Minutes or our podcast, the Haydenfilms Verge, be sure to click that fancy schmancy button right over here. Now, on to the news. According to plasticsnews.com, what was 12 feet tall and sold out? Apparently a 12-foot plastic skeleton that was sold by Home Depot, and it sold out and only costed $300 for a polyresin structured skeleton. I just wanted to start out with something spooky and fun to get ready for the minutes here, seeing how we're in the middle of October and October 31st is just around the corner. You can still go to Home Depot. I'm sure they're going to restock on these 12-foot skeletons that you can put out in your front yard to spook all the trick-or-treaters away this Halloween. But this skeleton was also featured in other amazing brands, including Budweiser, Slim Jim, Sour Patch Kids, and they quickly got connected to this sculpture as well. And if you'd like to learn more about this awesome spooky skeleton, you can click the link below, along with our other articles that you can find here in today's minutes. Now, on to the secondary form of the news, into the more technological section, as Sony releases a Macintosh app to turn its cameras into webcams? Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. You can now use a premium 4K Sony webcam on your Mac computer to do live streaming and webcam featurettes. Yeah, with the higher quality new Mac OS application, you can plug in your Sony directly into the camera, and you can also do this now on Windows 10. And now you can have that amazing zoom quality without all that amazing grain or beautiful background noise of your dogs barking in the background. Nope, you get to have your selection of full HD videography now for both Mac OS and Windows 10. But Sony isn't the first, obviously, to implement this sort of webcam style, as other companies such as Olympus and other DSLR companies such as Canon have already implemented these into their webcam applications. But Sony is known for having an amazing reputation of absolute quality with all their videos. And if you'd like to learn more about this amazing application and where you can find this on Mac OS or Windows 10, you can now download it, and we will be sure to leave a link to the article below released by slashgear.com. So, I'm just amazed by the fact that we are taking the web space more seriously now. I mean, it has become an ingrained portion of our lives that we have to adapt to every single day. You might as well look good while doing it, right? So with Sony featurette cameras and also other camera products such as Canon or Olympus, it's going to take the standards of meeting qualities to a higher level than your just average, ordinary, everyday webcam that you find on a $500 laptop that's going to make you look so grainy, and there's going to be more noise than people can handle. So I'm glad that these camera companies and professional videography companies are taking the steps to make our Zoom experience during this entire COVID pandemic and this new world that we're seeing a high quality featurette for high quality meetings. And while we're on the topic of technology, this brings us into our final article from The Guardian of the iPhone 12 launch with the 5G technology and the new iPhone 12 mini as it happened a few days ago. So, as you know, Apple has released its newest iPhone technology, including the new iPhone 12, which according to this article has a new industrial design with squared off edges resembling the latest iPad Pro, an OLED screen running edge to edge, and of course MagSafe wireless charging like a giant Apple Watch, ceramic shield screens for greater unsmashability, bigger aperture for enhanced low light performance, and 5G technology with a smart data mode to drop down to 4G when speed isn't necessarily needed. And this of course goes for their other featured phone, the iPhone 12 mini, which is simply a smaller rendition of the iPhone 12. Now of course, we can't talk about technology without having to talk about camera quality, like we did in our previous article that you can find in the description below, without discussing the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max with a LiDAR on this camera system that adds AR features and faster auto-focusing formats. And the telephoto camera gets a much wider zoom with Pro features such as Dolby Vision, HDR, and Pro RAW for color correction editing for professional videographers. Guys, we are looking at smartphone technology like nobody has ever even fathomed before. I mean, in accordance to Apple, they're saying these standards of quality are almost as good as the camera that you are observing the minutes right now. I mean, we see people creating television shows, featured films, short films, all with a little piece of technology that they can hold in their hand simply for $1,099 for the Pro Max. And I just think it's great that all this technology, especially during this time, we're still able to create content. And the fact that Apple, Android, and many other phone software products have taken into consideration that people still want to create content and just have something to enjoy, such as taking photos. They want to do that directly from home without having to rely on technology that could be seen as outdated or low quality. It's giving back the power to the people in order to express themselves to the fullest potential of creativity, along with color correction editing software, which is also featured within the Apple editing products directly on the iPhone 12 Max. And I couldn't think of a better way to conclude this article because, when we all start out as content developers, we all have to start somewhere. Me personally, I started out with a small Canon camera back in 2004. It was completely digital. It used CDI file format, and our only editing software was Windows. And that only got me so far. So when you're a little kid, 12 years old, trying to make content for yourself, it got very frustrating because we didn't have access to such higher quality cameras, such as the higher quality Canon cameras or even the Red Digital Cinema cameras, simply because the price and the formatting was not built to be user-friendly like you get with Apple and Android technology. So I think this is the perfect time for the technical revolution for people to unleash their inner creativity. And with these new Apple products, I can only see the future getting better for us as content developers. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our episode of the Haydenfilms Minutes. And I would just like to say once more to stay healthy, stay informed, and stay safe. Once again, this is Alec Barber from the Haydenfilms Minutes, wishing you a fantastic day.